Alright, well, welcome back to Pennsylvania. And currently in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, here at the John Bartram Trail. It's a rail trail. I'm here in the parking lot. Quite a few cars here, but we're gonna head on down to the trail a little bit. I haven't been here for a while and things have changed a little bit. But we'll talk about that in a bit. And this was not where I was planning to park today either. Kinda got forced to park elsewhere. Anyway, let's get out there. Yeah, there are quite a few people here. This is Tuesday. Oh, this is the last day of June. This is June 30th. Of course, this is the Kearnsville Dam road, and you used to be able to keep going down here. Now it's gated off. Down there is the Kearnsville Dam. I think there's a place called Peace Rock down there, but it's since been all blocked off. Yeah, it used to be a popular spot down that way. A lot of swimming and stuff. I think there's a place called Peace Rock down there, but I think someone drowned several years ago, so they just blocked the whole thing off. So I remember driving down there though and parking to get to this John Bartram Trail. Actually, the first time I was here, I went looking for, it was my first railroad tunnel that I went exploring. It was the Pulpit Rock Railroad Tunnel. But anyway, all right, let's get to the trail. And since it's a rail trail, it's just a nice flat place to walk, or it's very popular with bikers as well. But as always, we're just going to go for a walk, and I'm not sure how much of anything historical we'll see, or nature-wise or critter-wise, but as always, I'll show you those things when we find them. I'm going to walk a little bit further than I did last time. At least that's the plan. Just want to kind of get out today a little bit. I should say too that this is also known as the Schuylkill River Trail, but this section is called the John Bartram Trail. And like I said too, I wasn't planning on parking down here in Hamburg. This trail goes all the way up to Auburn, Pennsylvania, up in Schuylkill County. And I was going to park there because I saw on the maps that there's a nice parking lot off of the Bear Creek Road, but it's on state game land, so they had the access road gated off. You know, thank you PA Game Commission for that. Not sure why they. Anyway, I'll let that go. It's one of the things that bothers me about them. But anyway, I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. Also tried to park in Port Clinton too, but I couldn't really find. I guess you could say a legal place to park for the trail. They don't really have an official trailhead parking for the trail there. So anyway, we're here, and we're just gonna enjoy our little walk finally. Yeah, on the way here, I was like, I just want to go hiking. I want to find a parking place. All right, we'll quit yapping and complaining. And there is a modern railroad out there yet. And for a while, it parallels the old rail bed. Just off the trail here, I want to show you some things. Of course, right here is a friend of ours, poison ivy. Well, not really a friend, but most of you should be familiar with it, the three leaves. Right next to it over here is a plant called jewelweed, right here. And down in Virginia, when I was hiking last week at McAfee Knob, we saw some jewelweed blooming there. It was the pale variety. I'm pretty sure this is the orange spotted variety. It's not blooming up here in Pennsylvania yet. And just underneath of it is some more poison ivy. And the thing is, if you get poison ivy, like the rash real bad, jewelweed is supposedly something that helps to relieve the itch. If you scrunch up the leaves or the juice in the stem and put it on your poison ivy rash, it's supposed to help relieve that itch. And the thing is, they often grow in the exact same area like this. I got a story to tell you about poison ivy too in a moment here. So I'll go ahead and post two pictures here of jewelweed. The pale jewelweed, which is, the flowers are yellow, and then the spotted jewelweed, which is orange with like black spots. We do have both varieties that grow here in Pennsylvania, but the orange spotted variety is more common. So once I show you the pictures, you'll probably recognize the flowers. They have a very distinctive shape to them. Yeah, right here we have a young maple tree, and it does have poison ivy growing up. But you can see the vines in the middle there, and like right up here is one of the vines coming out, almost like a branch of poison ivy. It'll strangle this tree within time. And it does have, poison ivy does have flowers. They're like these white flowers, and they do smell good. I'll try and find some more for you that we can actually film without having to try and climb a tree. But I got a story to tell you. Like, I think last summer I was hiking with some friends. You've seen them before, but her name is Karen. And I guess one of those branches, it's not really a branch, one of those branches of poison ivy had fallen down the trail and had flowers on it. It was blooming, and she picked the branch up, smelled the flowers. They smelled real good. She's like, Cliff, what are these beautiful white flowers? I had to inform her that she just picked up, some poison ivy. So that was kind of interesting. But anyway, so yeah, they, something that's, poisonous can be beautiful as well. And we get to cross a bridge. I forgot that this bridge was here. They do have a sign for it here. It says, "Why is this bridge here?" Well, the sign doesn't really answer why the bridge is here, but if you look down, you can clearly see why. There is, the modern railroad goes under here. And someone's horn's going off. Yeah, off to my left is a more industrial shopping area, so you can hear a lot more noises. Cabela's is over there. Cabela's in Hamburg. That's why I wanted to park further north, have more of a wild area to hike rather than this. But if we keep going, we'll get away from some of this noise. Alright, so we were just talking about jewelweed a little while ago, how it wasn't blooming yet. Well, I was wrong. Here it is. Here's some of the orange, that orange variety I talked about. You can see this one doesn't have too many spots on it. You can see a little bit down the throat of it there. So this is jewelweed, just starting to bloom. Alright, but as in those pictures I showed you, you could see like there is that yellow variety called pale jewelweed. Of course, if you watched my Virginia videos where I hiked McAfee Knob, you would have seen the pale variety as well. And hummingbirds love those flowers. And they do have plenty of benches and picnic tables and stuff here. You can take a break, which is what I'm doing now. I don't necessarily need a break, but I haven't eaten lunch yet today, and it's like 2 o'clock, so, which is another reason I came out here, just to go for a hike and find a place to eat a late lunch. Nice place to do it. And today also marks the 5th anniversary of my YouTube channel. Back on June 30th of 2015, I uploaded my first video. So it's been 5 years. And we're almost at 30,000 subscribers. As of this morning, I was at 29,976. So 24 more. Might hit that tonight, later. So thanks to all of you who have come along this journey with me and helped me get to this point too. It has been quite an adventure. Yeah, and then just right up here is the underpass over Route 61. And this is as far as I've ever gone. And the last time I was here, I hopped up onto 61 to get to the Pulpit Rock Railroad Tunnel. Wouldn't recommend that. It's a busy 4-lane highway up there. So I've never been past this culvert, or underpass, I guess you call it maybe. Oh, there's pigeons up there. And things have gotten a little noisier past that underpass. That traffic you're hearing is from Route 61. But hopefully we'll get away from it in a bit here, depending on how far down I go. I wanted to show you these flowers over here too. Been seeing a lot of these along the way. I think there's some kind of a viburnum. I'll have to double check that when I get home. Growing all along this trail. Yeah, here are more of those flowers I just showed you, and then all of a sudden these popped out at me. I've talked about these in other videos. See if anybody knows what they are. These are raspberries. These are purple flowered raspberries. And they do produce raspberries, but not your typical black or red raspberries. They're much more flat, but you can't eat them. Those are beautiful purple flowers though. Purple flowered raspberries. And we have another train. Actually, I think we're approaching there's a train station up here in Port Clinton. We're approaching. They have train rides there, I believe. I think it's the Northern Reading and Lehigh Railroad. I think maybe that might be right. I'm not sure. I know the word Reading is in it somewhere. And just up here is also the Appalachian Trail, where it crosses, comes down the gap. There's a gap in the mountain here, on the Blue Mountain. The Appalachian Trail is to come down and go back up. And I've been through here. I know when coming into Port Clinton was a rough hike coming down the side of the mountain. It was a 15-mile hike I did that day. One of my section hikes. My one knee was killing me that day. About 7 miles in, I remember that hike. But anyway, we should soon be up where the Appalachian Trail comes down. I believe we have the 2-mile marker up here. I'm not sure how much further I'm going to keep going. I don't really have any reason to stop at the moment. There's another sign up here. Brady Springs. Let's check this out. Yeah, here's a sign, Brady Springs. I'm not sure what's all here. We'll check it out a little bit maybe. Well, there's a little trail up here. Well, let's go check it out. Alright, so not too far up, there's something here. I'm not sure what the significance is offhand. There's some stonework down here. A flag that needs to be replaced. Brady Spring, 1847. There's some Civil War markers here as well. Huh, not really sure what's going on here. Yeah, these types of particular markers are usually put at burial sites. That's for the Grand Army of the Republic in the Civil War. There's another one there that says soldier. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll poke around. Looks like the trail continues on just a little bit more. I'm curious. I'm just gonna see if anything else is going on up here. I'm not gonna go up too much higher. Yeah, so there's another train going by down there, you can probably hear it. But yeah, I didn't know this was here, so I'm not really sure who Brady was. There's a date there of 1847. So, but then it has the Civil War markers there, so I'm not sure. Well, obviously he was fought in the Civil War. I can gather that much, but I'm not sure if he lived around here in 1847. This was his spring. I guess that's a possibility. But with the invention of the internet, I can check it out at home, see if I can learn anything about it. Yes, I'm back down from that trail. I did notice there's some stonework right along here as well, right by this picnic bench. Kind of see it back there through the weeds, the brush. Yeah, just up from there, down there's that picnic table. Here was that stone wall, and there is like a flat area in here, so there was probably a house here at one point, or a structure of some sort. If I can see, yeah, there's more some more stonework back in there that you can kind of barely make out. Sure what's going on there. So yeah, I'm guessing there was a house here or something, or a cabin of sorts, because just up that way is the trail and our spring. Alright, and down there is the name I was looking for. I'll zoom in on it. Redding, Blue Mountain, and Northern. Lehigh Gorge Explorer. Does it say Superdome? Well, I guess that's the railroad car there. So it's the Redding, Blue Mountain, and Northern. So I had that wrong a bit. Yep, and right up here is the Appalachian Trail. I forget, it must have been 2 years ago. Like I said, I came down this way. That is this is a very steep section of it. Even coming down is pretty rough. And yeah, the Appalachian Trail actually continues on this way then, after coming down the mountain. So we're walking along the trail here. I think just up ahead it goes down and crosses the rail yard. And just right up here there should be some steps, if I remember. Yeah, right here they are. I remember going down these stone steps. They take you down to the rail yard and you go into Port Clinton, and that was the end of that hike, I remember. Alright, I'm not sure. I think I might take a little break here. Figure out what I want to do next. If I want to keep going or turn around. Yes, I am still just kind of chilling here on this bench, but I think I am going to head back at this point. This is a good stopping point if I want to hike more of this trail in the future, I think, because you can get to this spot from, excuse us, from Port Clinton. There's Appalachian Trail parking further up, and there might be a place closer in town to park. I was in town earlier today looking for a place to park, but I hadn't really prepared for that. I didn't want to park up at the actual Appalachian Trail parking. I didn't feel like walking that distance to get up here, but maybe I should have. But anyway, if I do want to continue that way in the future, this is a good place to start, like I said. Did see some interesting things, like that Brady Springs was kind of interesting. I want to kind of curious as to what that is, but anyway, I'll have to wait till I get home. So anyway, thanks for coming along on just this little lazy day hike. Nothing strenuous, but it's always good to get out hiking and spend some time outside. Alright, this will be it then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.